A local election in Turkey should be a confirmation of Erdogan's policy. But instead, its governing party AKP in the cities of Istanbul and Ankara has to fear for the majority. In the capital, the signs are even quite clear defeat. The Turkish governing party AKP of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan could just lose the capital Ankara in the local election. There was a mayoral candidate of the centre-left party CHP before the AKP on Sunday evening for the first time in more than 20 years. At the same time, there is a dispute over the economic metropolis of Istanbul, where the race between AKP and CHP was breathtakingly narrow. But the winners on election day were not clear anymore. Because the electoral authority YSK had stopped shortly after 2300 hours local time to publish election results. There were just 91% of the votes counted. Whether she wants to deliver the results on Monday, initially remained unclear. Across the country, the AKP remained the strongest party with initially around 45% of all votes counted. The loss of the country's two main cities, which had been governed by AKP for decades, would be a bitter loss to the power-hungry president, and an incentive for his critics. The losses were probably also a reaction to the bad economic situation, which scared and angered many people in Turkey. The lira has lost massive value, the number of unemployed increased by around 1 million and inflation by about 20% within 1 year. Food was particularly expensive. In Istanbul, AKP and opposition party CHP were so close to each other in the end that they could not agree on the result. Although not all votes were counted, the candidate of the AKP, ex-Prime Minister Binali Yildirim, suddenly declared himself victor in the late evening. Even after government-related media, he was only ahead with a wafer-thin lead, with 48.72% to the 48.63% of the CHP candidate Ekrem Imamoglu.